little gay boy. You know what I mean? The reason being because everybody at recess is playing football, hockey, and soccer, and all that stuff, and he's gonna have a ribbon, he's twirling and shit. You know, he's doing that. You know what I mean? That's okay. That doesn't bother me. But that's not a two-player game. Like, how do I participate? You know what I mean? And I just want to be involved in his life. I don't know what else to do. Am I supposed to fucking stand there and hope he doesn't get tangled? I don't know. You know what I mean? Great form, kid. Great form. Put some more rest in that. Right? And when you become a parent, you change, and you don't know. You don't know you change, right? Like, I went to Vegas for a bachelor party, me and the boys, and I had my backpack all the time. They're like, yo, Keith, what's in the backpack? I'm like, bro, I got snacks, and I got granola bars, I got fucking juice boxes, I got crinkling wipes, I got an insulin needle. I don't know you guys' personal medical history, just in case. I don't know what could happen. It's fucking Vegas, bro. It's Vegas.
Just Relax Canada.
I've been checking out some of the movies going on. Actually, this is for the guy. Guys, you ever go to the movies with your girl and she asks questions on the movie? Yeah, irritating. Like, you go, you get your ticket, your popcorn, your drink, you sit down all comfortable, all of a sudden, what's going on? It just started, baby. Give us a second. Just let it sit in a bit. Why did you say that? He's trying to sell them something. Like, just give it a second, baby. This is crazy. It's a Toyota commercial. Will you shut up? I'm still in previews, baby. Goddamn. I saw Star Wars, Batman, Superman. Anybody see Star Wars? It was alright, right? They did alright, y'all. They did alright, y'all. I think George Lucas was high when he wrote that shit. I do. I think he was not like just regular type of. Like, I think he was on some hallucinogenic type of something. Because I don't think you can come up with those characters and not be on something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, I picture him sitting there with the pad and paper, and he's trying to get all his ideas down. And one of his boys right beside him, and they're shooting ideas back and forth. And both of them high as shit. And he's like, yo, man, you hungry? I'm hungry, man. We should get something to eat. I'm hungry, man. Trying to figure out this character right here, man. And his boy just looks back at him like, and that doesn't even faze him, you know. He's just like, yeah, man. I feel like something chewy.
You're listening to Just Relax Canada.
Finally, she finished, and now she come over. And then she's walking over, and I'm like, oh, and I didn't have my glasses on either. So she was way over there, and I saw her, and as she was getting closer, I was, what the fuck? I think Clinique was forcing her to wear every article of makeup that they make. She just saw her face was like, hey! Like, super enthusiastic, but sad also. Like, she had two sets of eyebrows, see. She had the furry ones, but she colored those ones to look skin color, and just took a Sharpie and drew in more enthusiastic ones on her forehead. So she's like, hey! Like, what? And then a clear line of like it's all skin color, and then freckle and fucking red, varicose vein, and see. Just like a straight line, like. And so I'm just like, hey! I would like some Ralph Lauren blue, please. All over. And then I think she got happy. Because she went, wow, it's your lucky day. I'm like, oh, right. She's like, yeah, today is Ralph Lauren Day Day. Yay. She's like, hey, wait, look at that. You can get the big bottle, the small bottle. Take this one on the airplane, but monsieur. This one, we're going to give you the body wash so that your testicles can smell the same as the rest of you. Do that. And we put the whole kit in this beautiful Ralph Lauren pencil case. It's for you. I know it's not a pencil case, but I told my 14-year-old that it was a pencil case they were selling at Urban Outfitter. She fucking loved it. it's like the price is right. $129.99 for the whole kit, $105 just for the bottle. I'm like, we should wrap it up. Let's go. But then I opened the box to look at the bottle. Make sure, just be sure that it's the same that I want, and it's not. The bottle I always had, it's a blue glass bottle with a little horsey guy paint on the bottle and a silver control on this little packaging. This thing, I take it up, I see it, it had like silver emblemed on it. It's like the little horsey guy, he's like a medallion of chromium or something. It's just blinged out the wood. I'm like, whoa, did they change the packaging on this? She's like, no, it's been like this for years. Right, well then I don't think this is my thing. My thing is just a little paint that runs over the bowl there. And she's like, oh, okay, I think this should come. Usually you probably you have the one that you went in. This is the old Balfour. And I was like, I have never heard those two used in one sentence before. I honestly thought they were the same thing, but now you're telling me that I'm using shitty toilet water when there's been a product all along called Balfour, which sounds a lot smelly goodier than fucking than toilet. So I'm like, well, what's the difference? And she's like, man, the toilet, because you have to like, you have to a lot of time to get the smell. Oh, Balfour, you put one, and you punch it and run away. And it'll smell 10 times longer. I like a bargain. You know that? 10 times. I'm like, babe, it's not perfect. Let's do it. And she's like, okay, well, you never use it. So I bought it. And she sent me off with a list of instructions on how to apply it. So they know. So I get home and I was following the instructions. So you spray it one time toward the pickup. And then you either punch or slap, but do it quick and then duck. Run out of your room, slam the door, tell the children to close their mouths, and then leave the house for 4 to 6 hours. And I followed the directions, and even then, it was too much. Too much. It's fucking intense. I see, like, you know, like when we put on cologne stand, like 3 hours later, you're not supposed to be able to smell yourself, right? Somebody give you a hug and you're like, oh, stand up, you smell this. You're like, oh, I forgot how you came on to this. You don't fucking forget old Balfour, man. This shit is reminding you constantly with fucking broken blood vessels in your eyes. You fucking taste pennies from the rest of your week. My fucking tongue is numb. I'm like, fuck this. I take it back. I triple zip rocket. I go back to the bay. I'm like, hey, Gigi, what the fuck? Okay, it's the big bottle, the small bottle, the ball washer. Take it all back. Give me my shitty toilet water. And she's like, okay, sir, I'll help you with more. The bargain, the value, 10 times more potent. Potent, that's the word that we forgot to use, Gigi. She's like, okay, I'll exchange it. So yes, please. And she's like, okay, well, here's the 3 Tupperwares, the pencil case. Oh my God, you guys have been so wonderful. Thank you so much, Oliver. Thank you for coming out to see us. Stay healthy. Be nice to each other. Good night. He killed harder than coronavirus.
The biggest names in comedy. Just Relax Canada on Sirius XM.
I have a confession to make. I have completely thrown away my middling celebrity. I just haven't used it for its proper purpose. I've never actually slept with another celebrity. Isn't that tragic? Not even any of the kids in the home. None of them. Oh, please. I know they're straight. But they drank a lot. And they were always bragging about pushing the envelope. But they didn't want me to push that envelope. Because why? I had something you might not know. Dignity. Dignity. But I had a chance years ago to sleep with a celebrity. Years ago, I had a chance to sleep with Sir Ian McKellen. I know, me, a hobbit from the Shire. I was at the Emmy Awards and I got introduced to him and, oh, he liked me. He took one look at me and he was like, oh. Because he was quite drunk as British actors
moral of that story is karma is a bitch called Gandalf.
The thing I am really looking for in a relationship, I just know I won't find it in this city. Because what I'm looking for is a long-distance relationship. Yeah. If you are out of town, get at me. If you know anyone, not here, that's my type. People are real down on long-distance relationships. Oh, long-distance relationships never work. Yeah, that's relationships. Grow up. Long-distance relationships are so hard. Yeah. See also, relationships. They're so good. Long-distance relationship is the adult equivalent of an imaginary friend. There's no one there, but you still feel loved. And like an imaginary friend, you get to decide whatever traits and attributes you want them to have. Because you invented them. Yeah. So my first relationship was long distance, and I am just chasing that dragon. Yes. Get at me with that one weekend a month time. I didn't start dating until well into my 20s. So I was a little squirrely about some of the language, some of those relationship terms. You know, I didn't want to be defined by being someone's something, and I did not like saying, at this time I was dating a gentleman, I did not like to say boyfriend, you know. It's very hard to say that word and not sound like a drunk teenager. This is my boyfriend. I'm my boyfriend. I would try. I'd be like, have you met my boyfriend? I can't. So it's cute euphemisms, you know? I'd be like, oh, have you met my gentleman caller? This is my man pal? Even after we lived together, I'd still be like, oh, it's casual. We are address twins. Same address. Darndest thing. He was an American gentleman. I imagine he still is. We first started dating. I had to cross the border to go see him. Let me tell you who doesn't want to hear things like, it's complicated. Border guards. They hate it. And I'm already really nervous crossing the border anyway, right? No reason. They're just like, I'm uncomfortable with any kind of authority, even mall cops. I'm like, I'm not loitering. My imagination goes crazy. I'm like, probably, I don't know, probably there's black tar heroin in my wheel well, right? I mean, I didn't put it there, but you guys know drug cartels, tricksters. Gentlemen ask my business. I say I'm going to Seattle to visit someone. They say someone who. I say a boy that I'm seeing, and they say, well, is it your boyfriend? I mean, it's just, does anyone ever really, why do we have to label everything? This one gentleman, bless his sweetheart, he leaned in and he said, well, does he hold your hand? If he holds your hand, that's your boyfriend. Do you have a minute? I have so many questions. I never saw that agent again, and trust me, I looked. Even now, anytime I cross the border, I'll just shout shit out the window in hopes of getting advice. Like, how long after you break up with somebody stop saying I love you? What does it mean when you text someone to hang out and they just text back the letter K? We will never know.
It's your private comedy showcase. This is Just Relax Canada on Sirius XM.
I remember my first session, my therapist was like, has anything traumatic ever happened to you? And I was like, no. I mean, what do you mean by that? She's like, well, trauma is something that happens in your childhood that you constantly think about and affects your everyday life. And I was like, well, what's the gauge on that? Because my friend's mom yelled at me when I was 10. I think about that maybe once a week. Have you ever been yelled by your friend's mom? That is jarring. That is like, I became a man that day. I really did. I was like, you can do that? Like, I know it at 10 years old, right? Killing. Just the hardest I've ever killed in my life. I'm doing the Nutcracker, but I'm going funk, funkity, funk, 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 funk. Whole song. Funky, 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 funky. That's why I'm here tonight. I'm chasing the dragon. I've never killed that hard. It is incredible. Then his mom comes down, and she's like, hey, we don't use that word in this house. You say it again, you're kicked out, all right? And I just felt like I was going to cry the rest of the night. Have you been in public on the verge of tears, and then someone talks to you? Like, hey, what's up? You're like, nothing much. I am good. I am not a robot. Me like smiles.
Just Relax Canada on Sirius XM.
I got 4 kids, so I like banging, but that's what someone said. Oh, you must love kids. I was like, no, just really like the process. The tab you get after is astronomical, I'll tell you that. Jeez. Oh, man. I remember I was only 22 when I had my first kid. So 22, I had no income. I'm paying to go to school. I just started doing stand-up. When you first start stand-up, you don't even get paid. You get 2 free beers a show. I'm doing 3 shows a week. So it's not like I looked at my financial situation. Said, hey, I'm hauling in like 6 beers a week here. I think it's about time we started thinking about raising a family. So I had to go home, and I didn't even know it either then, too, because I was like, I didn't even know if she wanted to have it. So you're like, what are we going to do? And she's like, I don't know, we could split time between my parents and your parents. I was like, oh, yeah, we're having, that's what I meant, that's... Then even after we had the second one, then I had a second one, because I don't want to just have one. That's an awkward child. You have 2, and then after that, I was like, okay, now I'm done. And then if you keep banging, you will have more children. And then I had 3, and then it's like I could barely afford 1. Now I'm at the same conversation. I was like, oh my God, what are we going to do now? Like, oh, are we still? And she's like, I don't know, we get a bunk bed. I was like, oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, we'll do that for sure.